Hi everyone, I'm Shweta from Clever Fox Publishing in conversation with Dr. P. Madhurima Reddy. Let me introduce her. Dr. P. Madhurima Reddy is an entrepreneur, CEO, and founder of Love Inspire International Organization. She is a psychologist, life, business, and wealth coach, NLP master practitioner with 24 years of experience and expertise. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Shweta, and thank you so much for Pragati Vichar and also Clever Fox for this most incredible event. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you, Shweta, once again, and thank you, Mr. Ranjan and everyone, our entire team. So now today, the main theme is mental health need of the day. In this pandemic, we can say the post and pre-pandemic, we can always talk around words. So in this time when we measure the world mental health and also World Health Organization, it gives a ratio of high rating of this mental health disorders now being raising day by day. So what can be the main reason and how can it be dealt is what my theme is today. And I'll be taking you through this particular topic, which is a need of the day. So I am the CEO and founder, Ashweta, was introducing me to the Love Inspire International Training and Solutions. And I'm also associating with Continental Hospitals. And this is what it is, the mental health, just a glimpse of it is about. And now, yeah. So a lot of people will just wonder what exactly is the mental health and how should we identify when we are going through. See, it is not for one particular sector or this professionals will get or only students will go through or homemakers or entrepreneurs. Now it is that anybody can go through because of the various reasons. Number one can be the lifestyle disorders. Number other one can be the lack of seven dimensions, which I'll be telling you in the tools and techniques. All these can be the reasons. So mental health is all about the state of the mind we go through that particular time, and we will understand our physiological and also the psychological emotional disturbances happening, and body keeps giving you the signals of it. Okay, so next one is we always feel the confused thinking that particular time. The mind will go with when we are going through the mental illness or mental health disturbances, we can say. We go through acute stress and anxiety is one of the signal body gives you, and insomnia or sleep disorders, and you feel very low about yourself all the time, and you feel nostalgic all the time, and you feel dry mouth, and you feel sweating, and your breathing pattern will change. These are the basic symptoms you go through. All right, I tell you the long-term symptoms and also short-term symptoms. And now coming to the tools and techniques, how can we deal with this and lead a beautiful life? So this is the number one of, we will understand about the seven dimensions of life. The seven dimensions of life is, number one is physical dimension. Physical dimension is no matter what stage of life you are, no matter which part of the world you are, every day, every single day from March 2020, 2020 to March 22nd, we got locked down. And from there on, we were doing almost work at home. And now also we still go through a lot of work at home only things. But a lot of people give reasons of physical dimension that I'm not able to do exercise. Physical dimension is mostly we go through with the excuses and reasons and we don't go for the exercise. Physical dimension tool and techniques is every single day, no matter what it is, 45 minutes to 1 hour of time, every single day, going for the exercising. Wherever you are, it can be no excuse, no reasons. COVID has taught us the ownership and accountability and responsibility. So for that reason, no matter what, which day it is, Sunday, Monday, any day it can be, choose your timing for the exercise. No excuse for it. Number one, when you really regularly follow this dimension, physical dimension, 45 minutes to 1 hour time, a lot of people keep asking me, we feel very bored doing indoor, now gymming or exercise. So further, you can open up for the outdoor also. You can plan in such a way, 1 hour you can do yoga. Today yoga, Monday can be yoga days, Tuesday can be gymming with the music you can play. And accordingly, Thursday, Wednesday can be cycling. And weekends can be an activity, you can make it. Any game or activity. You all know this. In the school days and college days, I was a sports person. I was a sports player. The energy and the way I'm growing day by day in all aspects of life, I can owe so much on the sports in me and the sports personality in me. No matter what, I used to play kabaddi and kho and I was an athlete during college and school days. So understand this, that how much time you need to give every day is 45 minutes to 1 hour only for your physical dimension. Rest all 23 hours will be taken care so beautifully if you can give 1 hour time without any excuse and reason. This can really safeguard your mental, emotional, psychological issues, no matter what stage you are going through. Next is mental dimension of life. Mental dimension of life, the one of the powerful tool is that you need to understand mind is making so much of noise, so many things to handle, and we need to do this and we need to do that, and somebody will tell us to do this. So mind need to calm down. Every single day we need to understand that at least 1 to 10 minutes of time. For beginners, 1 minute you can start and you can reach to 10 minutes time after that. Today 1 minute, 2 minutes, like that you can slowly increase for the beginners who are listening this sort of things for the first time. Other people who are already practicing meditation, you can make it for 1 to 10 minutes time at a stretch only. You can really make it very big at that when you are sitting at a stretch from 1 minute to 10 minutes of time. So this is for your mental dimension of life, for your mental health exclusively. That means you are just disconnecting from outside world. You're clasping your fingers, putting on your lap, and you're closing your eyes, and you can put earbuds or cotton in your ears, and you just shut down from outside world to the inner world. Wherever it is, whichever place, feel comfortable and sitting posture. You want to sit down, you can sit down, or you want to sit in a chair like this, you can sit in a chair like this and do it. Or around greenery also you can do it. That will have more effect. You can do whichever posture you like, whatever, but it should be a good factor doing. Feel good factor you need to experience while doing it. And see that how much you feel peaceful with yourself. Today, if anybody asks what is happiness for you, I definitely tell from the beginning, I was telling this, peace is my happiness, main topmost priority I give to the peace. When your mind is peaceful, you can do number of things. So that is your second dimension of life. Now, number third one is intellectual dimension of life. Intellectual dimension of life is you need to understand intellectually how to think about in this pandemic time. Again, I think some more time we will go through this sort of word like COVID and all this stuff for I think 2022 Jan. Till then, everybody will be vaccinated and we are free from that. Intellectually, you need to understand if I am hale and healthy today, despite of any issues and in spite of anything happening, you made 1 minute only 1 crore minimum. You can, if you want to measure with money, you can definitely understand that you can think that I made minimum 1 minute time for 1 crore of worth. If you are hale and hearty, you're looking after yourself and you are safe and you are surviving in this COVID pandemic after second wave after. That means we need to intellectually think this way. A lot of my TV shows and every part of the time, wherever I am a keynote speaker in the public forums, I keep saying this only. So intellectually, when we have to think that we have made this much. Next is emotional dimension of life. Emotional intelligence has to be more than IQ. If you have IQ, you can really read a lot of books like a Clever Fox. So many great books are coming up and they have done so much. And apart from this IQ, we can increase by various things. But if you want to be successful in relationships and life and your productivity in your organizations, it is EQ which is important. Emotional intelligence, emotional quadrant. Worldwide, psychologists like me and researchers like me says all the time, and the great eminent people told already a lot of times that your EQ has to be more than IQ. Note this and you need to focus on that. So increase your EQ more and more, EQ skills. That means everything and anything defines by your thoughts. From your thoughts only your emotions are formed. Emotions can be negative, positive. And from that emotions only you can understand your action plan, how are you taking up. From that action plan only you can make this results focused. So we get just pissed off when we don't see the positive results, right? So hope you all agree with me. When we don't get positive results, we just feel pissed off, or we feel so aggressive, so much angry, so much of upset. So for that, what should we do is we need to understand our inner self. Inside, we have to check our thoughts that time. When we check our thoughts, our results will be seen in that. What are your thoughts that particular time? Are you terribly negative? Are you upset? Are your thoughts and emotions were too negative that results have become negative? Because you are the true reflection is your inner world to the outer world. If you want to change your inner world, you need to change to see the results from the outer world. That is all about the EQ. And the next is psychological dimension of life. In psychological dimension, you need to understand that, do you know really, whenever you wanted to check yourself, do you know about your own mood swings? How is your mood today? As of now, right now, how is your mood? What is your thoughts now? What is your thought at this moment, spur of the moment? Do you know when you get triggers of anger? When you feel bad, when you feel low, what gives you more anger? What gives you happiness? Do you know? Are you aware of it? Start thinking the psychological dimension of life. You need to know about your own self better, more and more. A lot of people will be strangers with themselves. They just be strangers with themselves. What I always tell is you need to make friendship with yourself. You should know about your own self, lot of in-depth about your mood. You should know about your thoughts, your emotions, what triggers you, what makes you happy, what makes you upset, everything. For that to grow, psychological dimension of life, you need to improve your self-awareness, then self-consciousness, then self-introspection every day. Every single day, start introspecting your own self from morning to night, what all you did and what you planned, priorities, and what you could not do it. Also, you can start understanding about with the self-introspection model of yourself. As you are doing, you start growing to know more about yourself, about what you're doing, your priorities, how are your goals reaching day by day. Everything you will master yourself with that. Next is social dimension of life. Here, I'm not talking about how many followers you have in Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and like this public forums and the social media. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about how many people you have heart-to-heart connect. With how many people you can share what you feel from heart to heart. This is very, very, very important dimension of life. A lot of people tell me that I got loneliness, I feel depressed, I feel dull. Ma'am, but still a lot of people are around me, but still I feel dull and depressed. Yes, loneliness is not about with how many people you are. Loneliness is because of the lack of, you could not connect to the people heart to heart. Though sometimes you are alone, absolutely, you feel so happy because you connected to yourself very well. And again, other part of the dimension is, social dimension is, all the time we keep asking ourselves that what did our organization do? What is this people did for us? What did they do for us? What did our nation do? What did our world do? What is our organization doing for us? But here social dimension is, ask yourself every day one question. What did I contribute to my world, my nation, my organization, my family? The groups I'm contributing, the organization I'm collaborating or associating, anything you keep questioning yourself. What did I do? Rather than asking that what did they do, we have taken enough from everywhere and everything. Now onwards, just reverse that and ask yourself, what did I do to them? What did I do to the family? Apart from you, I think 5 more people you can definitely look after them. At least 5 more people you can look after them, you can talk to them, and you can just definitely make difference in their lives and them. So think about this dimension. Any questions at the end, you can ask me the questions. Next is social dimension of life. After that is spiritual dimension of life. The last one is spiritual dimension of life. Spiritual dimension is, I'm not talking whether you are an atheist or theist or anything. Or you're both or you're none, nothing. I'm not talking about all the things. I'm just telling you that the spiritual dimension of life is the faith you hold on anything you felt. It can be on Clever Fox, the faith I have, or the Pragati Vichar, I have the faith and today I am there with them, or the faith towards the God you develop or towards your work. It can be anything, that unflinching faith in that. The faith you have, with unquestionable thing, faith you have, that will work to you very well. The 100% faith, I'm not asking 75% or 90%, 100% faith beyond your apprehension, judgmental about human mind and all, you have submitted completely on the faith of that, the force of the power of that faith, I can say that, and that will carry you in all the positivities happening. Beyond our imagination, beyond our judgmental, that you are trusted 100% and you are making that to carry you all the time. Because those are the people who are terribly feeling stress and anxiety during the COVID time, are those people who has a lot of fear, who has a lot of guilt. So a lot of ambiguity, questions, doubts, and ambiguity. So at least for one thing, 100% faith beyond our imagination that there is a creator who created us. That can be your spiritual connect dimension. Because you don't need to ask, when you have this, no, you never have the questions that why me? Why is it happening to me? Why am I going through all the things, what I'm going through, the difficulties today? Why am I becoming like this day by day? You don't have all these questions after that. You feel that I plus my divine, my spiritual power is with me, it will carry me. So you walk the talk as a gracefully every time. You no more have the why reason, and you will definitely feel happy to walk gracefully. So this is how it is, the 7 most powerful dimensions of life. If you have any doubts on the question answer session, you can ask me. Otherwise, if you 100% follow what all I have told you in this, the tools and techniques, you no more, never ever have any mental no issues or any anxiety and stress issues. You will make that as your friend and you deal with it. You can happily lead your life no matter which situation you are, if you follow all these things, tested and proven scientific tools which I am giving. Lakhs and lakhs of people have experienced and made huge difference. So it is tested and proven. All right. And next is, these are the few things I told you. When you are having difficulties in your mental health issues, the body will give you signals on anxiety, depression. You feel very low, very dull and depressed. You feel exhausted all the time. Withdrawn symptoms you get. And you feel all this eating disorders you have. And either you overeat or you don't eat. And you either sleep more or you don't sleep. You feel drive for more sexual or not, sometimes withdrawn stage also. Both will happen. And a lot of disorders you go through. I'm just naming few things. All right. And next is, these are the things you will see, some of the problems you will see during that time is, you go through the psychological and emotional, and this, it keeps giving you the signals. So in 2 to 5 minutes of time, you can do the next one. I wanted to take you through suicidal feelings will be so much on. Suicidal will be for those people who will feel that absolutely low self-esteem and inferior feelings on certain times and who don't have self-love. These are the symbols and signals they keep getting, that who feel withdrawals completely and who don't have self-love and feel that nobody else will love them. These are the people who go through the hopeless situation, and the suicidal thoughts will increase so much on. Too much of negative thinking they will develop at that particular time. So for them, you can best help is, you just need to understand them, talk to them well, and immediately you need to direct them to the professionals. The moment you make them to the professional, direct them to the professional, That is the help you can give them, the most important help which they need it. Because not anybody can deal, and everybody you can't go. Like when I have a dental problem, I go to a dentist only, no? I'll not go to a cardiologist, right? The same way, you need to definitely refer to the psychologist, and psychologists will refer to a psychiatrist. They will definitely refer to the psychiatrist when it is needed for the medication. Otherwise, the best way is you have to refer to a psychologist and a life coach like people like us immediately for them. And that is the one help you can do it, which is a great help for them. And understanding them, having empathy for those people, if you come across among your friends or anywhere in this particular situation. Next is you go through a lot of fatigue and laziness, and all these are the symptoms you go through with the bodily changes. Your physical symptoms will be you feel so dull all the time, and you feel laziness, and your memory will you don't memorize so many things, and you don't remember a lot of things, and concentration will have, and decision making will have effect on that. These are the symptoms you go through on that. Next. And these are the, already I have covered a lot of things, what you have it during the mental health if you go through. And you need to have a track with your 7 dimensions, checking yourself every single day, what is happening to you. And this is the stress. Now I want to tell you one simple meaning about stress. Stress is anything wear and tear of your life can cause stress. The basic meaning is for that is the inability to handle that can lead to stress and anxiety. Anything it can be. It can be for me different, and Shweta it can be different, and for my manager Lalita it can be different, and Ranjanji it can be different, and the Pragati, which are people, the team can be different. And you all people who are visiting today and who are witnessing us can be different. It is different people to the different things stress can be. Some can be work-related stress. Some can go through with the relationship stress. Some can go through with the working hours, long working hours. Some can be with the peer group. Some can be overloaded of work. Some can be financial stress. It can be anything. Some can be marital issue, post-premarital issues. Some can be financial issues not able to handle or not understanding the financial literacy. And whom to reach for the expertise also can be a stress, undergoing themselves all the things. Suppressing every emotion can be a huge stress. So different stress to different people. So we all go through, 99% in this COVID time have gone through stress and anxiety. And who neglected have gone through the mental disorder and gone for the acute of that. Okay. Who could manage this with the 7 dimensions of life could manage. Others have really faced a lot of difficulties. And now I want you all to take a quick test of self-assessment. Just take a paper or pen if you have it and start writing your emotions. What are your emotions at this particular time? Start writing your emotions, your feelings. Are you feeling dull? Are you feeling depressed? Are you feeling joy? Are you feeling excited? What's happening in this session and this workshop and this event? And how are the speakers? Everything. What is your emotion? Are you curious? Are you excited? Are you peaceful? Are you joy, happy? Are you dull, depressed, stressful, aggressive, angry, lonely, or anything it is? Start writing. Nobody else will check. It's a very quick neuro-linguistic programming, instant knowing about our mind, state of mind, whatever state of mind we are in. Start writing it. Just take a spur of the moment and be genuine and honest with your own self and start writing it. As you are writing, make sure you are writing at least 20 emotions of yours. Nobody else will check, only you yourself will genuinely, honestly check that. That's it. Nobody else will assess that. And last 1 more minute. Last 1 more minute, please. All right. Okay, now how many you wrote? Now stop there and do one thing. Count how many you have now out of 20. Like if you have written joy, happy, peaceful, gratitude, celebration, this sort of emotions, words. In front of that, put a P mark. That means positive emotion. If you have written dull, depressed, angry, suppression, upset, lonely, if these are the words you have written, aggressiveness, you write in front of that N emotion is negative emotion. Just put P or N and count that how many you got P and how many you got N. As you understand how many P and how many N you have, you will know about yourself. Are you drowning in negativity, that particular state of mind? Because if you remember, I told you, your thoughts, it is a cycle. It's a science of how it happens. Thoughts, first is thoughts. From there only your emotions are formed. Whatever you wrote now, right now are from the thoughts, it is formed, emotions. From emotions only you take an action plan for whatever action, good or bad, taking action plan, you take from that only. From that emotions only, your results are formed. You will see the results only through the action plan you've taken. So if results are positive, your thoughts must be positive, more and more positive. I don't say all 20 out of 20 you get P. But in that maximum, if you can get P more, your emotions will be more positive at the time, at the state of mind you are going through anything. And from their action plan you take and the results you see will be positive.
Thank you, ma'am. I feel that, this session must be very helpful and informative for our audience. So one quick common question I'll just ask, most of the times people avoid talking about such issues and they just feel that it's just a temporary phase. So what do you want to say to such people?
Definitely, Shweta, as I told, thank you for the question, Shweta. Definitely, it is just a state of mind. Actually, that particular spur of the moment and that particular time you go through, it is even suicidal thoughts, also acute depression, anxiety. Now, this half an hour you don't feel thoughts and you don't no, people don't commit suicide. It is that they will go through the low phase for about minimum of 1 week or 4 days to 5 days time, or more than that also. The minimum I'm telling you. So 1 week body will go through physical symptoms, psychological symptoms and mental emotional symptoms so much. And your body gives you, keep on giving you symbols and the signals, it will come all the time. You feel low withdrawal stage. You get a lot of negative thoughts all the time. You feel nobody loves you anymore. Nobody needs you anymore. If you feel everybody cheats you all the time, you start thinking so much low about yourself. And you feel like drowning in negativity. And you don't feel like happiness from within heart. You don't laugh. You don't get sleep for some time. At least insomnia will be for about 1 week and more. So only you feel very dull. When even you talk to the person also, you see them being very dull. They're talking all the time low and low, lazy sort of feeling and low lethargic and all this, you will see them in that. So you will understand that they are going through something on that. So that is a time when you people must and should, that is one of the responsibilities. See, not everything, everyone, only psychologists, we can deal and do it. I want everyone to become responsible citizens in our country and the world. And please do refer to the professionals only. Only to the right professionals, right things has to be handled. So refer to us. Definitely, it will be a great help you are all doing to the country, to contribution from yourself as a social dimension. I already told. Do something on this which will add a lot of value. All right.
And yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Also, I would like to inform our audience that ma'am's recent book is getting published with us. It's called The Awakening, and you can buy it from Amazon and other portals very soon. And thank you, ma'am. Your information was very helpful, and I hope the audience.
These are our clients. You can just have these questions already. Shweta has asked. These are some of our clients. And we have corporate and also we have educational institutes with whom we coached online. And these are the national, international organizations who reached us. These are the countries we have clients. And The most beautiful book is with the Clever Fox, and you all can book the book. The Awakening, you have a lot of things in that, and entirely the 11 chapters you see in the Awakening book, and you will see a lot of adding value to your own self by reading that. It's really the worthy one, and I feel definitely you all can reach to Mr. Ranjan and the Clever Fox publication. Amazon, you will see it soon. Thank you so much, Clever Fox and Shweta, for giving me this opportunity and having me. Thank you so much.